Hey guys, Aaron here with a new daily video. This time for Grindfest we check out Kratuga Ancient Ruins. I held off from this location as one, I never actually been there, and two, I was still performing poorly on Guardian. But hey, I took a Black Spirit Claw and I went to check it out. New decent high-end spot. Can't be bad, right? Right? And I was right, it's not that bad. As usually is the case for Grindfest, we don't use any loot scrolls, agris or whatever except Kamastil's Blessing. Having said that, we will soon be having some videos called Breaking Grindfest, where I will actually use loot scrolls. We just won't be using agris, just because you can't run agris whenever you feel like it. But seeing I broke a lot of my witch records on Guardian, we will be using scrolls on that clause, and that will be for Breaking Grindfest. Also guys, a little update for those that don't know, I've made a Google Doc spreadsheet I've been working on. It's a work in progress, the link is in the description below. I will be having two versions, one for members and one for subs. The sub version will be updated when the video drops or on weekends when I have time, and the members version will be updated real time whenever I get any new data without there being need for seeing the video. One thing though about Kratuga, there's no vendor here, so yeah, you can't grind here without a tent. It's also heavy RNG based, and the trash you get here is less numerous than Akman, so yeah. Also, you will going to need 300 plus DP to have some good time here. AP probably the same as Akman, but DP I mean stack some spares if you get CC'd, and you will be your cheeks are gonna be spread out, boys. As for people in here, I only really came across a few people, so it's not that overloaded like Akman sometimes, and you only really need one claw to enter. There's some slabs dropping in there, you combine them and to get a free access pass to go back. So when you enter, just grind enough to get the combine, so the next time you wanna go back you don't need to like buy a 20 mil expensive Black Spirit Claw. Maps also drop in here a lot, so teleporting out shouldn't be really an issue. You get like 2 maps in every 30 minutes, so yeah. The drops in this place, Kratuga Ruins, they're pretty good. You got Tungrad earrings, you got Elkar crystals, and you got Ladens. The Tungrads are only like 70 mil. The Elkar crystals are like 250, but you're probably gonna spend like 30 to 40 mil actually getting the components to make it into an Elkar. And the Ladens, they dropped a bunch in price. They're only like 130 mil, 150 mil when I checked it. The Forgotten Books that you get here versus the Ancient Scrolls, they're also a lot less money value, like half, and there's also less trash. It cuts into your silver by a lot. However, with some RNG, this place is pretty good. So let's pull out a tiny Excel sheet. Also to note, I just found a room and started grinding, so I have no idea if this is actually a good room or a bad room. It looked okay, I was okay with it. We started grinding. I was getting about 3.2k trash an hour, while it does sell at 8k a piece. In Akman I pull about 6.4k trash, while that sells for 7.5k. So basically I was getting like half the freaking trash I was getting in Akman. So yeah, at first, the first half hour I wasn't really happy with that. Though on the second 30 minutes of my run I got 2 Tungrads. Yeah, that was like drop. Hey, a Tungrad! Woohoo! This is gonna be. Oh, whoa! Another Tungrad! Woohoo! And that completely alleviated my loss of trash I would have gotten there. But you know, like I said, my Tungrad range, RNG is kind of crazy. Without those tongues, I would have gotten about 40 mil an hour, which isn't that bad. It's just not that good either. But RNG saved my cheeks and bumped it up to 97 mil an hour. 97? 70? Yeah, it's 97 an hour, which is pretty crazy. I'll definitely spend some time in here in separate rooms, see how it goes, and well, I'll keep the Google Doc updated. So now we get to the tier lists. We got Ackman at 61 mil an hour. That listing has no tongue rats. If it did, it would register at over 120 mil an hour, beating Kratuga silly, but it didn't. I have no idea what the rate is in Kratuga. If it's better, if it's worse than Ackman, we will definitely find out, because I'm gonna spend a lot of time in here. So, Kratuga for now gets the first spot. As for averages, Kratuga gets the first spot too, because we only got like one segment of data. And as for best class, well, we really need a lot more data. I'm just one person. Now, what I would like to do is add people's data to the Google Doc, albeit unofficial. So if you're grinding somewhere with X class and you keep track of how much silver you make at grind spot X, send it to me. I'll add an email, probably Gmail address to the Google Doc that will only be used for receiving grind data from anybody that would like to send it. Now, I say anybody, but what I mean by that is I need your name, your class, your level. Nobody below level 60, please, because you need all your flows to do actual damage. AP from boss weapons with a Nuver or a Kurum only, because no greens or blues. And let me know if you're using a Kurum or a Nuver. The hours spent on that location, and of course the average silver per hour that you came up with while you were there. I'll eventually get around to many classes, but I'm just one guy, so I definitely could use some help, and it would help out a lot of people if we got some centralized grinding data for console, because for PC there's a lot of grind data out there. For console we got zip, nothing, nada, rien, niente. So with that said, guys, thank you very much, super appreciate it. And yeah, that was Kratuga Runes. But before I go, special thanks to the members on the channel. I super appreciate it, as always. Iron out.